You can see the cars now are lining up in the paddock. We've got a couple of minutes before qualifying starts. What's going through the drivers' minds right now?
What's going through their minds is they really need to get not one but two lap times on the board. Fastest lap from this qualifying session will dictate the starting position for race 1. Second fastest lap will dictate the starting position for race 2. Both races giving out equal numbers of points. And they've got a lot of laps at the limit to do. And quite clearly, they're pretty keen to do them. Out towards the end of the pit lane on the green light. All of our 15 competitors, pretty much, and with a few exceptions, looking to get out on the road and start delivering. Pulling the driver, looking to be on the first of the proper laps here. Purple in both sectors. Nobody really pushing on, though, apart from Pulling, who feels like she has the tyre underneath her. Into the final corner she goes for an early benchmark then. Bit of a tow across the line from the Aston Martin liveried machine just in front of her. Abby Pulling across the line, 2:05.5 will be the benchmark for her early on. Pat continuing on her way through. Purple in the first sector, and hasn't yet got a really representative time on the board. Some 9/10 of a second away from Pulling's best, but she's 8/10 clear as she comes through turn 22, and it's the long run down to turn 27 for Pat. And this time looking altogether like it might take her to the top of the timing screens.
Well, let's see if she can go purple again, having gone purple in Sector 1 and Sector 2. You did back Pan at the beginning of the day. Looks like it could be the run. Let's take a look. What is the time going to be when she crosses the timing line? Could this be the quickest lap of the session with a 2:04.59? Very good indeed.
Going for it. Connected to the Alpine Academy, working with drivers like Alice Powell, and they're keeping an eye on Abby Pulling. A driver with lots of support behind her, and a big lock-up though, down towards turn 22, and it's the car with Bustamante going off in sympathy behind Abby Pulling, manages to keep it on the road. The full-time member of the Alpine Academy, that's hurt, surely, her exit, and maybe hurt the tyres as she's heading now down towards turn 27.
Again, this is going to be a learning experience, isn't it? How to do the best qualifying lap in this session, staying out of everyone's way, making sure you don't get any traffic. Has that moment cost her much time? Well, let's find out what time she's going to get as she goes across the finish line. It's 3/10 up. Unfortunately, lost time on Sector 3. She stays in P2.
What could have been for Abby Pulling as she got deep down into turn 22. And it's moments like that, as I think we're going to see it again. Outside front lock-up, look, on that curve on the way in. Trying to get everything they can out of the car and getting everything she can out of the car at the moment. 2 green sectors for Edgar in the F1 Academy liveried machine, up to 3rd place. Losing out in the final sector, 2:05.5, puts her just within a second of the lap time of Pan at the front.
We need 1 clean lap, okay? 1 clean lap.
Down through that final corner in the Prema run Ferrari livery car. Only 16th at the moment for Vogt. Has lost times early on in this session to those track limits infringements. Down across the line in the first corner. It's 1.2 seconds down, and she goes up to 2nd place for Vogt. Brilliant stuff across the line. But it's Abby Pulling that we need to be looking at, and there she is, the 9 car, making her way down towards the line now, and this is another dual improvement in the first 2 sectors for Pulling.
So can she manage to move up? She's moved in to 2nd place.
I think Pat is going to be able to hold on to it as we move into the first race of the year. Pulling Is she able to do anything? Good toe then across the line. A little bit of a tailwind behind, but I'm not expecting to see Pulling be able to make her way to the front of the field, trying absolutely everything, taking a toe from Bustamante, but it's not going to be enough. Surely Dorian Pam now on course for pole position. Dorian Pam, 2:03.4. That will be the strongest lap of the session by some margin, and look to have the measure of the rest of the field throughout. Very much the real deal, isn't she? Dorian Pam, fantastic performance.
It's double pole position. Mega job. Good job.
So, double pole.
Yes, Dorian, double pole, double pole. First pole by 8 tenths, second pole by 6 tenths.
Yes, yes, yes. Let's go. The car was mega for the body. Really good job, thank you.
Well, it was indeed an extremely good job for Dorian Pam. What a way to start your first season in F1 Academy with a double pole position here in Jeddah. Right, let's take a look at those final results. So it is Dorian Pam in P1 on pole position. Abby Pulling will be alongside her at the start of that race, and Maya Vug in P3 for Ferrari. Nerea Marti put in a phenomenal lap as well. She'll be starting on P4. Bustamante 5th, Lovenfoss 6th. Leah Block did a great job in her first quali in F1 Academy 7th. Chloe Chambers in 8th, Aurelia Nobels in 9th, and Jessica Edgar in 10th. Tina Hausman for Aston Martin will be starting from P11. Carrie Schreiner for the Kick Sauber team in 12th. Hamda Al-Qubaisi for Red Bull Racing in 13th. Rima Jafali, a wildcard, in 14th. Al-Qubaisi 15th. And Emily de Hausch in 16th.